Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, Terence Crawford has been tweeting here over the last couple of days. And normally there's a lot of things that Terence Crawford will say that I don't agree with. But in this particular case, one of his tweets I absolutely agree with a couple of days ago. If you guys are interested to see what Terence Crawford had to say, then go check it out. But he tweeted this morning, Jay, and as soon as I saw the tweet, I did respond to his tweet. But I didn't actually respond with what I was thinking. And I responded with, Jay, let me see what I responded with here. I said, I usually disagree with Crawford, but his last few posts I agree with. Now, this particular post that he posted here, Jay, I think honestly, this was a response to some of the things that we've been hearing from Bill and Devin Haney. Now, we know that Bill has some things to say in regards to Terence Crawford and the post-fight presser after the Regis Prograis fight that I personally felt were shots at Terence Crawford. We actually did a video on it. And I was always surprised that I didn't hear anything from Terence Crawford. And I just assumed it was because, you know, Devin and Terence seem to be, you know, close. We've seen them in pictures and things of that nature. We've seen them wrestling and all those good things. I sometimes wonder if some of the comments from Terence Crawford after the Lomachenko fight may have rubbed Devin and Bill Haney the wrong way. And perhaps that was the reason why they responded in the way that they responded after the post-fight presser. So if you guys don't remember what they said just a few weeks ago, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago at this point, I'm going to give you a refresher here. This is what Bill Haney had to say in regards to Terence Crawford.
And fighting the hard-hitting, arguably no one, the boogeyman, no one wanted to fight. He's the number one fighter right now, pound for pound. I know, not and it's no slight towards Terence Crawford's performance, but if Errol Spence was depleted and he has to go up to 54, how much fucking credit can we give him for that fight?
And
that's a shot. Now, we did a video in regards to just Bill Haney and mentioning that, you know, you don't have to tear down one fighter in order to build up another fighter. But then he basically tears down Terence Crawford in order to build up Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney's accomplishments speaks for themselves. I think Devin has done a great job in his career. I think Bill has done a great job in their career in terms of moving him in the right direction and being very strategic in regards to his career. And I like that. I've said that on multiple occasions. I love when someone is being strategic in what they're doing. I like strategy. That's something that impresses me. But in the process of trying to build Devin, he basically took a shot at Terence Crawford, and I felt that, and I was like, man, I wonder if Bud gonna respond to this, and hadn't seen anything. Now, to me personally, I feel that this response is it's like a subliminal shot, if you will. But I definitely think this is in response to Devin Haney. And this is just my personal opinion. But he said this morning: respect is earned, not given. I've been doing this. Some of y'all just new to this. Number one pound for pound, best fighter in the world, Buddera. Now, that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's a rap lyric. That's a rap lyric, if I'm not mistaken. I seem to remember that like being a rap lyric from some song from back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that that's a shot directly at those guys. We've heard Bill Haney over the last few days saying that Devin Haney is the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. Not only that, it is the Devin Haney era. So maybe we are at the beginning of the Devin Haney era. Maybe I don't know. I will say this: there's nothing to suggest that he is. We're in the beginning of the Devin Haney era at this moment. Not from an entertainment perspective, not from a pound for pound status, not from a draw status. Devin is a fine fighter and he's absolutely moving in the right direction. But we heard Terence Crawford here just a few months ago when he was saying, you know, I let everybody know after I win undisputed twice that this is the Terence Crawford era. So similar verbiage. And I feel like these two camps have been taking, or I believe that the Bill Haney and Devin Haney camp took some subliminal shots. And now I feel like Terence Crawford is taking a subliminal shot back. Actually, they took some subliminal shots and they took direct shots at Terence Crawford. So saying Devin Haney era and also directly taking a shot at Terence Crawford in terms of his performance, basically calling out the fact that Errol Spence was depleted. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on that, bruh?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a shot, especially when he signed it, pound butt era on there. That's just letting everyone know that this has been his era. Based on what he's done, 2-time undisputed champion of the world. Which you can't argue that. He's put in the work. He beat arguably the best 147 pounder in the division at the time. A lot of people felt that one of the top two, top three at the time. He dominated Spence in a TKO win. Ninth round, I believe it was ninth round TKO, and he handled business like he should have. So him throwing shot is funny because Devin is more so a rival, I guess you could say, towards Bud's protege and Shakur Stevenson. It's funny that Devin them talking about possibly trying to get a fight with Bud, but I'm like, nah, that wouldn't be a good idea. Wouldn't be a good idea. And Devin, you're a phenomenal fighter. Take your time, move on up. Bud's on a whole different level, totally different level. I get you being a fighter, you have to have the confidence, you have to exude it, and have to show it and whatnot. But that's a step you don't want to do right now, And if I'm Bud, I wouldn't be worried about that neither. Especially with Bud already saying that he's not going to be at 147. He's going to look and move up. He has the rematch with Spence, and then he's looking to move up anyway. He wants legacy fights. Bud fighting Devin wouldn't be a legacy fight anyway. But as far as this year goes, as far as who had the better win, fighter of the year, things of that nature there, Bud has every right to stake that claim. He beat the fighter at 147. A lot of us included, thought was the best 147 pounder. He dominated Spence, handed Spence his first loss, and did it pretty easy in that fight. The way he did it, now he's reaping the work of his labor, and has been benefiting from that by being on every damn show. He's everywhere. Everywhere you look, you see Bud. He's enjoying it. He's being marketed the way he probably should have been marketed years ago, honestly, to be fair, based off his talent. Now I think this could be a shot back at the Haney'S, letting them know, like, hey, there's levels to it. Y'all ain't on this level yet. Y'all still gonna have to deal with some other issues, such as Shakur Stevenson whenever that fight happens, and Tank Davis whenever that fight happens. He's already beaten Lomachenko, so that's out of the way. But now he has problems with Tank and Shakur, and if I'm Bud didn't have to say too much about that because it's kind of like a nothing burger to me because Devin's not on his level at all. He's on his way, but Bud's light years above on that. And yes, I'm saying Bud light years above someone, and Bud's the best fighter in the world right now. We've actually said that, and we're saying it again. But yeah. I want to see if Bud tweets out anything else later to see if he, doubles down on it, or Bud just messing with people as well. Because Bud's been doing that too. He's been showing more of his personality, showing that he's a character too.
Yep. Nope. Crawford is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. There's no questions about it. I actually had him number one prior to the fight with Errol Spence. So it's interesting that we get so much slack for certain things, but so it's not Devin. Has Devin moved up the pound for pound list? Yeah. Does Devin's resume look good? Absolutely. But certainly right now it's Crawford. Crawford's resume is better, by far better, in my personal opinion, with the Spence win, and the fact that he's won undisputed in 2 different weight classes. So on paper he has the better resume. And, again, we could very well be in the beginning stages of the Devin Haney era, but there's really no proof of that right now. So I like what Bill is doing. He's doing a great job of promoting his son, but I feel like, Terence is throwing that shade right back at him subliminally. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more of this stuff if Bill and Devin Haney continue down the path of basically making a claim that it's their era, while Terence Crawford is still active and at the top of his game. So you guys
also, what it's smart on Bill and them to use that, because you want to use whoever is hot right now. If you're not only the hot one and someone else is there too, use that as well. Keep your name out there, and you're hitching a ride on their trailer, and they will help pull you.
You guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Anger Man Podcast at AM Sports Media, and we are